of my why. Okay, part three of my why is my grandfather. So after Mercedes passed away, then the next month, um, the second person passed away, and then come January, this January, my grandfather passed away. And I know people are always like, that's your grandfather. They had a whole life to live, and all of that. But hear me out. My mom had me at 11 years old, and my grandfather was a vital part of raising me, like teaching me how to fish, teaching me how to do things a lot of girls don't know how to do. Because I never had a dad. Like, that was my dad. I'm named after him and everything. Like, everybody knows I'm his favorite. But I was so shocked when my granddad passed because he had been everything. My granddad had strokes before. He had fell off a building. He done been through a lot of stuff. So I was just so shocked that he passed, especially at a time like that. It felt like God really wasn't giving me any breaks last year to the beginning of this year. But the reason why I share this with you, this information with you, is because when my grandfather passed, he didn't have life insurance, right? But he had policies. But he began to get dementia. He was a traveling man, so he traveled to Atlanta, Georgia to live and changed his bank accounts for whatever reason. And once he changed his bank accounts, he no longer had that insurance. Now, if something happens like that to you, if you change your bank accounts, make sure that you inform your insurance companies. If you don't, and you know that a person had insurance and they, for whatever reason, they had to do that, make sure that you call the insurance company, even if the policy has lapsed. Call the insurance companies, because a lot of times insurance companies will give you something called a return of premium. A return of premium means that even though the person no longer, well, in this case scenario, it means that even though the person no longer had the insurance or it lapsed, it could have been a month within a lapse or 2 months within, the policy lapsing, they're able to get back 100% of whatever they paid into it. If you fail to do that, you won't get anything back. And I'm also saying this to say that check on your loved ones, check on your grandparents, because a lot of times they're doing things and they're making decisions. They could be getting older and losing memory and things like that, and have paid into these policies for years and end up not having anything when they pass away. So make sure that, you do those things.